Hey everyone, well before we get started, make sure to go check out the Rogue One Celebration film reel because otherwise this little breakdown and reaction will have little to no meaning to you at all. There's a link to the video in the description below. So go ahead and watch it and then come back here and see this. And an update for the real trailer that was supposed to be shown. Apparently there was a trailer alright, but it was at the actual Celebration convention. They just showed it to those people at the convention. They didn't bother putting it on the internet. Thanks, Star Wars. So anyways, I'm hoping that that comes out really soon. But I'm figuring if the Celebration reel came out on Friday, the first day of the Celebration, and the Rebels trailer, that's the TV show, came out today, Saturday, the second day of the Celebration, then I would wager that the trailer for Rogue One comes out on the third day, the final day of the Celebration, which is tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. And by the way, remember, since it's London time, it's going to be released around 1 o'clock, even though it's like 8 o'clock there. So make sure you check around that time because I highly expect that's when it's going to come out. If I'm wrong, oh well. Hopefully I'm not wrong. And keep in mind, this video was filmed last night before I knew any of this update on the trailer. So just keep that in mind. So anyways, enjoy it. Hope you watch the Celebration reel. Check out the description below if you have not seen it. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Enjoy. Hello everyone, and welcome to the official JRP vlog reaction/breakdown trailer for Star Wars Story Rogue One Trailer 2. Today with me is my friend Brandon. He's going to help me break down the trailer, and we're going to watch to see everything that went on. Now first, let me address the obvious. That wasn't a trailer. It was a film reel, which I was a little disappointed about. What did you think about that, Brandon?
Yeah, I was disappointed too. I thought he told me it was going to be a trailer, but turns out it was just like filming and parts of the movie. There
was a lot of people out there that thought this was going to be a trailer, so I was not too happy about that. Obviously, they did give us new footage, as you will see. However, it wasn't quite the trailer aspect, so this is still developing. So there may be a trailer coming next week, as I've heard some rumors. Who knows? But let's get started on the trailer. I'm going to play it, and then we'll react to it as we play it. All right? Here we go. I like that shot there with the camera. See, look at that. Just that scene alone. The explosions. Do you know how long that took? Because none of that is CGI. All of that is practical effects. They had to hire all those people. They had to turn on the fire. They had to make the explosion on the left. It's just incredible. What do you think?
That's unbelievable. Like, all the fire and explosions, like, that has to be kind of dangerous, right?
Very dangerous. You know, that's why they have to hire stunt people, but yet they have to have the ability to act a little bit too.
Yeah, that explains the fact that, like, people have actually died during production.
Yeah, you wonder how that happens, but then you see this, and you think, well, they could do CGI, but then CGI doesn't look good. It just doesn't look as real as the real thing.
Yeah, so they gotta try in these, like, heavily modern movies, they gotta try to, like, reenact all the old stuff they did without CGI.
Oh, by the way, guys, if the film quality for the trailer doesn't look too great, that's because I'm just recording it. I don't own the trailer, obviously. So, here we go. I don't know that guy.
Yeah.
That scene right there is cool, too. Do you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Mustafar. Anyone think of Mustafar there?
Yeah, it kind of looks like lava ashes rising up.
Yeah, I always try to make it so that I want to know what's coming before it comes. I try to watch the scene and try to guess what is this scene going to be like. Who's she staring at right now?
Yeah, like it kind of looks like he could be if it is a he could be a threat to her somehow.
Yeah, very interesting.
It's like the fantasy you always have as a kid. Everywhere is an amazing shot, an amazing character.
Even that, look at that. I liked that. This part right here. Just that, just reminding us that it's practical effects. That's a real alien head that they designed. I like that they're going out of their way to have practical effects, so it's not CGI. Because I can't tell you how many times I've seen CGI and I'm just like, that's so fake.
Yeah, I know, right? And like all the blue on him intrigues me kind of because before I've only seen like orange calamari.
Right. So you wonder, is this a different planet, or perhaps more likely it's just a different race within the planet?
Yeah, like a hybrid somehow.
And by the way, fans, if any of this is going over your head, that's because we're talking like two real Star Wars fans. If you don't know who Amon Calamari is, I apologize for that. But let's just say we really know Star Wars. So yeah, because a lot of people think calamari, isn't that like octopus? But no, it's totally different. Okay.
Octopus man.
Yeah, let's move on.
The Star Wars universe is quite human.
Hey! Sorry, I keep stopping it. You know, this guy...
The Star Wars universe.
That guy is... What's his name? Forrest Whitaker. He plays Forrest Whitaker. He was... have you seen The Butler? The movie The Butler?
No, I've never seen that one.
Well, he's been in a lot of other movies. He's also been in the movie Phenomenon with John Travolta. So he's actually a really famous star that a lot of people don't recognize. But it's cool that he's been involved in the Star Wars universe because I really liked his character in The Butler and in Phenomenon. If you haven't seen those movies, check them out.
Universe is quite human. It's got a very human base.
Wait,
and for that reason,
who's that?
I forgot. I don't know any of the names yet. I don't know any of the names. I'm still trying to figure out who everyone is. That's one of the main 5 characters, though.
Oh.
Think Star Wars A-Team. Have you seen A-Team? You know, it's like 5 guys, you know, no blasters. Well, I guess they have blasters, but no lightsabers. If you have no blasters, what are you going to fight with? You know, sticks? Yeah.
Yeah.
you can relate to.
Here, take a little orange. Whoa. Let's see that one more time. One more time. Let's see it again in slow motion. Oh, I guess you can't do slow motion. One more time. Yeah, that is a real explosion, folks. Your eyes can tell that that's a real explosion.
What was that, dynamite?
Yeah, you know? And they threw in test dummies down there to make it look like people are flying.
Yeah.
You know, I appreciate the effort and the money that goes into this. A lot of you people, you'll just watch movies and you'll see that, you know, yeah, it's just explosion. You don't realize how much went into making that explosion. They could have worked for days, weeks, just to try to get that explosion. So if you're acting in front of the explosion and it goes off, if you get the acting wrong, that's too bad. They're keeping it because they're not going to make that explosion again. That costs a lot of money. You know?
Yeah. That fake dummy down there you mentioned, like, I actually thought that was a real person.
Exactly.
Like, but obviously not, because they would die.
Right. And the way they most likely were able to angle the legs and arms the way they wanted to is that they could put like heavy weights on certain arms or certain legs, which would make that part of the dummy fall back first,
Really?
Causing the shape of the human like way. Because otherwise it would look too fake because it would be too lightweight. So they have to weigh it down a certain way for it to fall to look like a human.
Dang.
Yeah.
Wait, pause it?
What?
What is that thing?
I don't know.
Already?
I don't know. It looks like a tank. And I was hoping for a second trailer Lucasfilm, so maybe I know what this is.
Yeah, because all the stormtroopers, like all the new stormtroopers, I've never seen before, and I'm a hardcore Star Wars fan, so
Yeah, which I actually really don't like because I'm thinking this takes place between episodes 3 and 4, so I only expect to see regular stormtroopers. I actually wasn't too happy to see this new kind of stormtrooper that's sitting there.
yeah,
I'm okay.
driver.
I'm okay with seeing Death Troopers. I've seen that in the stories, I guess, but I don't know what. I don't even know what to call these other type of stormtroopers in the middle.
Yeah, I think they said it was a type of tank driver trooper or something.
You know, they could just use the same stormtroopers. You know how much money the Empire would save if they just had the same type of stormtrooper for everything instead of designing a whole new outfit just for because they drive a tank. You know, we need to make stormtroopers great again. Let me tell you that.
Yeah.
And you're actually in
That guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what that is, but that's actually really cool though.
Looks more like a clone trooper to me. Some type of clone trooper.
Which will make sense. You know, what would be really good in this Rogue One is to kind of explain why they switched uniforms from the clone troopers to the stormtroopers. They're the same people.
Yeah, and like exactly what date during the 19 years of darkness between episodes 13 and 4. I mean,
episode
forgive me,
3 and
episode
4.
3 and 4. Like, at exactly what point in that timeline that they switched from the Phase 2 Stormtrooper armor to the Stormtrooper armor.
Yeah.
I mean, Clone Trooper armor.
And when did human stormtroopers start joining? Because we know that happened later in Episode 4.
Yeah.
Because this is 14 years after Episode 3. So I'd say there's still enough time for there to be clone troopers, right? They wouldn't be dying off by now. I know they have their age acceleration, but they wouldn't be dying by now.
Because I remember from a clip in like the Force Unleashed video game when Galen Merrick was a kid and Vader went to Kashyyyk, that like they were kind of stormtroopers, but not really. They were like half stormtrooper armor, half clone trooper armor. Kind of looked like prototype armor, like they were still developing the stormtrooper armor.
I always wanted them to make that canon. You know, they did use that guy, the guy who played Star Killer. I forgot what his name was. I think, but they used
Galen
him.
Merrick.
No, his real name, the actor's name. I forgot what it was. But they used his voice for something. They used it for Darth Maul in the Rebels season.
Oh yeah.
They used his voice. That same guy.
Really?
Yeah, so that's kind of cool. Yeah.
Situation.
That's what we're missing in our films. Is one of those film trains. You know, where the camera goes back and forth like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like the sliding dolly cam.
Right. Yeah.
You get something very genuine that you couldn't have planned.
Another explosion. Amazing.
You'll actually compose shots.
Oh wait,
if we were
look at almost hit her head.
Look at that. Yeah.
A piece of debris.
Let's watch that again. This is a real
That
explosion.
you
folks.
couldn't have planned.
Yeah, that's real. That's real, folks.
Shots that if we were on a green screen set.
Look at that. Let's look at that
So
one
if
scene
we were
right
to
there.
bring-
Look at that. That whole thing is real. I can't stress that over and over how much I appreciate realness. They're like, how do we make it look good? I know. How about really build it? You know? Because look at that. They got all the stormtroopers on the left. You got, more officers in the back. You've got random people in yellow t-shirts on the right. I mean, everything,
Yeah, you got a real looking,
Yeah.
like sci-fi looking setting.
Yeah, it's nice that they went out of the way to build it.
Green screen set.
And here, as far as I know, everyone here is real. None of these are CGI, because that's few enough stormtroopers that they could afford to do real people.
Yeah.
So that's nice, because you get the humanness. It's weird. No one really can explain it, but somehow our eyes and our brain know what's real and what's not. You can just look at something and know if it's real or not. And that's telling me, my eyes are telling me that's real.
Yeah, because if it moves too smoothly, it's fake.
Right.
But if it
What?
I can't really explain it. Like only my brain can.
Exactly. None of us can explain it. It's weird, and I'm glad Lucasfilm and Disney have finally embraced this aspect and gone out of the way to make it. I appreciate
There's
it.
so many stormtrooper costumes, and we obviously wish we could just have one of them. How much do you think each one of those costumes cost?
I don't know, but I would imagine it's not free. You know?
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah. Let's play it.
Us wouldn't have known were available.
Precious so.
Look at that. You can barely see it. See that guy in the back? It's a silhouette, but you can barely make it out. That is the general from the original New Hope. Do you recognize him?
The general?
Yeah, do you remember he was the guy that said, "This is the Death Star, look at the map here, this is the way you're going to follow into the Death Star and stuff."
Oh, that
Yeah.
guy.
It might be a new actor because it's been so long, but that's the guy they're trying to replicate. And on the left here you can see Mon Mothma. She was also in charge.
Yeah, she looks younger.
That's because it's a new actor. I wish they could keep the same actors, but I guess they got really old, They needed someone new. But it's really cool to see those characters return now. Oops.
Pressure's so high. Like we're making a film that's
Wait,
right.
pause it.
Right there, that's amazing.
Wait, who's that guy in the middle with the cape?
That is, the name for it is Director Krennic. He's going to be playing in a really big role throughout this thing. This is the main villain you're going to see most of the time, folks, because I was reading how, while Darth Vader is in the film, you're not going to see him that much. You're going to feel his presence in a lot of the shots, but you're not going to see him much. The guy you're going to see a lot is this guy, Director Krennic. He is the main antagonist for the film. Then you got your Death Troopers on the right there, just one.
Really?
And some have speculated that, see that guy on the left, the guy without a hat and a gray uniform? Some have speculated that is actually a young Grand Moff Tarkin, even though the actor who played him died. They're thinking that they might have digitally recreated him to basically resurrect him.
Oh, dang.
I hope that's true because I really liked that character.
Yeah,
I loved Grand Moff Tarkin.
When I saw this trailer, I actually thought the guy in the white cape was actually Tarkin.
I was hoping he was going to be Grand Admiral Thrawn.
Yeah!
I love that guy. You know?
Thrawn. Oh, man. They gotta bring him back somewhere in Rebels or this.
It's almost certain they're going to bring him back in Rebels. The guy's been hinting about it for years. I think they're going to bring him back in Rebels.
Yeah, because Thrawn has been serving Palpatine since like episode 1.
Right. Which just makes him ridiculously old, but whatever. I mean,
Yeah.
It's. I don't think that's not canon though either. That's not canon though either though.
Yeah, it's just legends though.
Yeah. By the way, guys, if you've left by now because of how nerdy this is, sorry. We should make a generic version for those who don't know Star Wars. But, anyways, if you do know Star Wars, then good for you. Here we go.
Touching, my favourite movie of all time. But then if you're too respectful of it, that you then do anything new or different, take a risk, then what are you bringing to the table?
Exactly. He pointed out there, if you don't take a risk, then what's the point? You know, you want to take risks, and taking risks means involving doing real things with real items. It's a risk to do that because maybe it'll end up looking artificial, but if it pulls off, it'll look better than you can ever imagine.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that guy pointed out. And now onto this shot here. This is amazing. This is one of those motion simulators. They do the same thing for Star Tours at Disneyland. This is how they move it around so you can feel like you're in a ship, and it's how they can make it look like that you're leaning a certain way when you're in the ship. Because in the old days, when they had like Star Trek and the old Star Trek episodes, when they needed the ship to tilt to the side, they didn't tilt the stage. They just told the actors, all right, you're going to lean towards the side. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So, yeah, that's not really good. So now they put these people in these motion simulators so that they are really reacting to real movements from the set.
Dang,
You know, it's
that's
more
epic.
real. So that's sick. Slow motion, love it.
Yeah, there's a lot of slow motion I notice in modern movies.
Look at that. I love that. That the Chinese guy. It's just cool because in the few shots we've seen of him, you can see that he's had real practice in martial arts with the what's called the bow staff in real life. So it's cool that they got people with real talent and that it wasn't CGI. I really like, again, if you couldn't tell by now, love the realness of this thing. Look at that guy. Look at the stormtrooper guy. He looks like, I do not want to be here.
Yeah. Yeah, I noticed like they were bringing like actual cultures into. They've started to bring cultures into the Star Wars universe, like
Right.
Episode 7, say, like when those gangs came to like capture Han Solo, like they actually looked like Chinese.
Right. Well, I think one guy was Scottish or Irish or something.
And they kind of looked like dressed Chinese.
Yeah. So that's kind of interesting.
So that was interesting.
Yeah.
X-Wing! Kills the Anta down there!
What do you think by that means? He says X-Wing. So are they looking for the rebels coming or are they leaving? I wonder what that means. That can mean anything.
Yeah, I never caught that.
He said X-Wing, X-Wing, get ready. And obviously, no one's going to film him in that shirt. But he's clearly the director. So, or not the director, but some sort of manager. So I wonder what they meant by that. Guess we'll have to wait till the next trailer. Look at those outfits.
Oh.
Love the shot. Look at this shot.
Oh.
Let's
Whoa.
see that shot again. Look at that. Again, real rain, real just air, you know, to get that shot. And it's the second time I've seen this lava type scene, so I would imagine that whatever scene this is, I guarantee you this is the final scene of the movie. I can just tell. Doesn't it look like the type of final scene for a movie? I really think it is.
You know, like the final battle,
Tell me in the
final
comments
struggle.
If you're watching this in 2017 and this really happened, type in the comments section that I was right, alright? If I'm wrong, don't bother writing.
Yeah, see that.
You can't have a bad day at work when you say there are stormtroopers.
Wait,
Death Troopers! Death Troopers!
At work when you say
Right there.
there are storm.
Boom. Love those.
Death Trooper.
Love those design of that stormtrooper. it brings the coolness back to stormtroopers. Because I expect them to aim horribly, by the way, because that's how they always aimed. You could say that the First Order stormtroopers are going to aim better because they're different, but these guys are the same idiots from the episode 4, so I expect them to be horrible. Like, they shouldn't even bother running. They should just, like, walk right through, you know, like, hey, some guy's shooting us. Oh, yeah, don't even worry about it.
Yeah.
Just walk right through. Hey, guys, and it'd be so funny, like, they stop, sit down in the middle, take out a sandwich, you know, pass some chips. You know, they're not even worried about it. They're so bad. I guess that's why they brought in the Death Troopers here.
Yeah, when I heard about the Death Troopers before, like, they were actually, like, zombie troopers. Like, there were holes in their armor, like, blood stains.
So this is a cool use of the same name with Death Troopers, because they're dressed in black. So
yeah,
cool.
like, kind of shadow troopers.
Yeah.
Troopers there.
That kid, when
Beach
you were 4 years
stormtroopers.
old, grew up with Star Wars figures.
Yeah,
It's a bit like just being that kid again.
They're going surfing.
That kid, when
go
you were 4 years
surfing!
old, grew up with Star Wars
And all
figures.
that
It's a bit like just being that kid again. You sort of go like,
Who's that
Oh, what?
guy? Look at that. I think that's the raccoon from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, man.
you sort of go like,
It's the evil prairie dog from hell.
Yeah, he does look sort of demonic.
Yeah. Death Troopers! Oh! One more time. Look at that.
Oh.
Evil Death. That must be Captain Phasma's dad.
Yeah, that actually looks like, now that's obviously a scene from the movie.
Well, I think all scenes are from the movie, but what they do is they have this After Effects imaging that they put over the film to make it look more film-y. Clearly, this is the one shot where they already did that. I could say that this particular shot looks like it's in its final cut.
Yeah.
Because you saw earlier for the Star Wars documentary, they showed them walking in the desert, you know, filming, and then they showed the actual cut. Didn't it look like two different places? Like the sand was like a totally different hue. That's all done in After Effects.
Yeah.
If they just filmed it like the way it is, like, yep, here we are in the sand, it's completely different.
Yeah, like it looks like cleaner than actual reality.
Right.
Like, it does look like reality, but it looks like a different reality somehow. Like, just the way he moves.
Let's watch this last segment again.
you sort of go like,
Look at that explosion. That's all real.
Oh, where do you think that is?
May the force be with us.
Rogue One. Are you excited for that, Brandon?
Oh, I'm so excited.
What are you expecting from that film, from what you just saw there?
Well, I'm expecting that they tell us how they got the Death Star plans, obviously,
Yeah.
and how, like, they made all that new armor for the stormtroopers.
Yeah, I'm really interested because it's such an open field of things they could explore because there's really no material there. So it'll be really interesting to see what happens. And I really hope for a real, actual trailer soon. I hope this isn't all we got. So I'm really hoping for that. I just want to say before we go, thank you, Brandon, for helping me in my reaction video. I appreciate it. I hope that wasn't too nerdy for all you people out there because I know it's pretty rich with themes. So thank you for listening, guys. Thank you for coming, Brandon. And I hope you can see us all again in the next JRP vlog. Good night.
Good night.
What will you do when they catch you? What will you do if they break you? If you continue to fight,